The Dating Show, brought to you by olderdatingonline.com.
Hey, Leigh-Ann, guess where I've just come back from?
You have to tell me.
The Ritz in London.
Oh, wow.
It's probably the poshest place I've ever seen in my life.
Are you telling me you're not posh?
I'm not posh.
But I must tell everyone out there, I've seen some of the pictures, and they are pretty amazing.
Yeah. You've never done the Ritz, have you?
No, but I've done lots of 5 stars.
Yeah, you were telling me before you only ever stay in a 5-star hotel. Is that right?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Well, I come from a mother who's always been Mrs. Bouquet. She's always fancied
Right.
herself as a bit posh. So as children, whenever we travelled, we were always booked into 5 stars. And now if I ever travel in the world anywhere, I only book into a 5-star.
Right. So if you rocked up at a 3-star, you'd be very, very disappointed, wouldn't you?
I actually quite like it.
Yeah.
I have rocked a few 3 stars and I think it's quite fun actually.
Okay, but you come from quite a posh background.
I do, yes.
Yeah, give us some idea of how posh you really are. Are you Queen level posh?
No, but actually my ancestry does date back to the British family, royal family.
Wow.
But that's a whole other issue. No, my family have always been have been quite posh, especially my mum. My dad's a little bit more down to earth, but I've kind of gone against that grain. I've just wanted to be quite
Yeah.
run
Because
of the mill.
you don't come across as posh,
No,
you know.
I never want to.
Okay, so it begs the question about dating. And after coming back from the Ritz, having a nice tea, in that sort of environment, if you go and date and you go to a posh place, how should you behave? Because, should you behave slightly differently or do you just be yourself?
I think that it's a daunting prospect to go to somewhere like the Ritz because it's always all the cutlery and you feel a little bit like, wow, I'm sitting in this glamorous place. But I always think just put on a good shirt, some clean trainers and be yourself.
Trainers? The one trainers in the Ritz? You got to
Some
wear
clean shoes.
yeah, clean shoes. But so be yourself, regardless of being in this opulent environment. You've just got to be who you are.
I always think you should be yourself, and I think if you try and change yourself in that environment, people can just tell. It's a
Yeah.
bit strange. So I think even if you're dating a really posh man, just make sure you turn out well and just be yourself. I mean, I don't think you should ever have to change for the environment that you're in.
Okay, that's good advice. I like that. So what's the poshest place you've been to
I've
or
stayed
in?
I've stayed and been to the top rated hotels in Bangkok, Vietnam, Africa, Santorini in Greece. There's so many. Morocco.
Yeah.
But I must say one of the best I've ever stayed in was in Vietnam. I stayed in the Riviera Saigon, and I think it's a 5 or a 6 star, but it was absolutely amazing.
6 stars? Can you get a 6-star?
I'm not sure. I think because it doesn't list on the 5s, it's above
Yeah.
that, so you exclusively have to go into it. But the long and short of it is I ended up staying there because I had been booked into a backpacker's room. I don't want to go into that room.
No,
I just had a freak out and
Right.
moved myself.
Okay, all right. Well, that's really good advice, and I recommend you go, because you are posh,
No.
go to the Ritz and have a tea and a sandwich.
What did you have? High tea?
Well, we had tea.
High tea? I mean, did you have cakes and sandwiches?
Cakes, sandwiches, scones, tea. Lovely.
You see, you're posh. You say scones, not scones.
The Dating Show, brought to you by olderdatingonline.com.